All right, people, so we're back, and we got Chetwayo La Borde with us. We're 9 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. Seth is going to join us at 10. So let's bring him in via Zoom. We're talking about unseen addiction. Unseen addiction. Seth.
Unseen addiction is the topic this morning. Of course, we know where that's going to head. And before I mention where it's going to head, I'm pretty sure many people have observed things like children in groceries or stores, how they respond when they approach the counter and they see a lot of the high sugary snacks. That's a sign of addiction, right?
Okay.
Now, I'm going to say something here that people mightn't like, right? But I would say it anyway because, I wouldn't be Chetwayo La Borde if I don't. Now, when you see that type of behavior, whether the child starts to cry or throw tantrums and so forth, that is very similar in behavior to a crackhead that is in the vicinity of their drug and they can't in it.
Okay.
It is the same behavior. In fact, let me share my screen a little bit.
Sure.
And see if I could show something here. All right. So this here, let's go to, let me know if you see on the screen.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to PubMed. I usually go to the little PubMed when it comes to information.
Right.
It says here, can food be addictive? Public health and policy implications. So I want to jump down. Let's jump down here to the conclusion. It says, although there exist important differences between foods and addictive drugs, ignoring analogous neural and behavioral effects of foods and drugs of abuse may result in increased food-related disease and associated social and economic burdens. Public health interventions that have been effective in reducing the impact of addictive drugs may have a role in targeting obesity and related diseases. Now, I can't go into all of it, but it have a lot of science showing the relationship of foods, sugars, carbohydrates, and the parts of the brain that it lights up, which just happen to be the same parts of the brain that light up if you consume things like cocaine.
Okay.
Which means that sugar is addictive. But here is the thing. It's not just the very sweet tasting sugars. You have the moderate tasting, sweet tasting sugars, and you have the low sweet tasting sugars as well. They all light up the same part. They all light it up. So a lot of children's behavior, right, shows addictive tendencies.
Right.
Right? But here is the thing. It doesn't just apply to children. It applies to adults as well. Now, children, because of their exposures to a lot of refined sugar, they have a higher tolerance level of sugar. And that gives a lot of adults the impression that children are meant to handle sugar. They are not. They have just been exposed to it when they shouldn't have, and they acquire a taste for it. All right? Now, I am pretty sure a lot of adults can identify with the fact that as they get older, their preference for high sweet stuff, their tolerance rate diminish. Children have a higher tolerance rate, but as you get older, it diminishes.
Yeah.
That is actually your body trying to fight back against all the sugar consumption.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I don't crave things that I used to crave when I was younger. I could go weeks without feeling for a piece of cake or ice cream and things like that.
Because if your consumer body is going to develop a bit more of a resistance to it. And that is what has been happening. But it doesn't mean that there isn't an addictive effect on adults as well.
Right.
Because from young, we learn to associate what we eat with our emotions, which those emotions have been programmed through addictive foods. And that manifests in adulthood also. I see it a lot. When people come to me, I go through the science, because all of what I'm saying here now would be in my book. It's also stuff that I cover on my consultations.
Right.
So my book should be available for direct purchase next week. All right. Now, I have seen it. People come to my clinic, and then when they start my program, a lot of them are looking for comfort and healing. When I say looking for comfort and healing, they want to heal, but they want their healing journey to be the smoothest. Like driving on a road with no humps, no bumps, no potholes.
Right.
Right? They don't expect any form of discomfort or anything like that.
They want the miracle.
Even in the healthcare system,
They want the miracle.
you don't get
cure.
that. Correct. Even in the healthcare system, you don't get that. Surgery, it have nothing pleasant about a surgery.
Yeah.
But people doing it. But when it comes to my program, all right, the reason why a lot of people have issues with it, it is because they are unaware that they are sugar addicts. They are unaware of that. So they start making a lot of emotional decisions. Let me give you an example. I had a woman on my program suffering from autoimmune condition. And she did my program it was about 2 or 3 months into the program. And she said she's coming off of my program because it's not working. All right? She said it's not working. I always tell people you need to give things time, and the body needs time to heal. You took decades destroying the body, unaware, but it took decades of destruction or damage taking place. It's not just going to heal in a short space of time. So she did. She come off the program. She immediately went and did a blood test. 2 weeks after coming off the program, she got the results of that blood test. And she called me back immediately and said she wanted to get back on my program because it's her best blood work in 20 years.
Right.
Her best blood work in 20 years. Right, Stefan? Why is that? Sometimes, many times, the process of healing is not comfortable. And comfort is not promised to anyone. All right? The process of healing is not always comfortable. But you need to go through the process either way. But when you have people unaware of addiction, and I could tell you 99% of society is addicted to sugar, the unseen addiction. They don't even know that they're addicted. All right? Because a lot of people don't understand. You're addicted to sugar whether the sugar tastes sweet or not. It lights up the same parts of the brain that deals with addiction.
Right.
It activates the same parts. So whether you're thinking, because you could, if you talk to anybody that do a consultation with me, they will tell you that they thought they weren't consuming sugar until they come by me and I went into the science of sugar and showed them just how much sugar they have been consuming. I've had a lot of diabetics come to me and they say, well, they don't eat sugar, but yet they can't identify all forms of sugar. And then when I show them, they get to see that, oh, the entire diet is sugar. They thought it wasn't. And this is the problem that people have. They are consuming sugar and they are completely oblivious to the fact. And that's where the problem lies. So people first need to understand that they are addicted. They are addicted. You can't heal if you don't want to change. And the truth is, healing doesn't begin with medicine. It begins with understanding.
Right.
And this is why I focus so much on education. Because people trying to heal from health issues, but they don't understand the issues. They don't understand why they are sick. And I've mentioned this many times before that a lot of people come to me and they're like, well, I don't need to hear any explanation. Just tell me what I should or shouldn't be eating. They don't want to know why they should or shouldn't be eating it. They don't want to know the science of it, right? How the human body is designed, what the human body is designed to eat, and why. And if you lack understanding, you are going to also lack motivation.
Yeah, correct.
Motivation is what is needed to carry you through the process to heal.
Yeah.
Right? So people take knowledge for granted, and those very same people, when they're speaking, they'll want to sound philosophical and would say things like knowledge is power. But when it comes to them acquiring the knowledge or even applying it, they don't want to participate in knowledge.
Right.
Right? But this is how you heal the body. People are addicted. And until we start to treat disease as an addiction to sugar, we would reach nowhere. Until we start to understand the full family of sugar, we would reach nowhere. Until we accept that we need to take sugar out of the diet, we would reach absolutely nowhere. No diseases are on the decline, Stefan. And that's for a reason. Because sickness is a very, very profitable business. Sugar and the addictive effect of sugar is very profitable in the food industry. Very, very profitable. The more people that are addicted, the better. And when we have large corporations involved in policy making, through lobbying and so forth, with governments and so forth, this is why we are not seeing changes. It have enough data out there showing the dangers of sugar. Where are the policies being passed? Right? They are not.
Don't have it.
So if we are waiting for the government to do something about our health, that is us trying to not be held accountable for our own lives and health.
Agreed.
Right? We are accountable for our own lives and health. Right? Because we cannot rely on the government to make us healthy. Because when you're not healthy, you'll say, well, it's the government's fault. But who living unhappy? Not the government, it's you. Who living sick and disease? Not the government, it's you. Who can't interact with their children and family members as they should because of sickness and disease? It is you. So it's on you, regardless of your circumstance, to fix your health. You can't rely on anybody else to be healthy for you. If that was possible, then sure I would have promoted that. Hey, you go and you eat good across there and I will get the benefit of it. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Health is an individual thing. And we need to understand, identify, and recognize that. All right? So, Stefan, when my book comes out, I am very sure for those that get it and read it, they are going to be shaken up. It is going to shake you to your core. What a lot of people don't know, and this is something maybe a lot of viewers don't know, what I do at Chetwayo Holistic Health Clinic is unique in this world. There is no other book that has been written covering the topics that I have covered. No other book. And definitely there is no health book to have ever come out of Trinidad that goes this in depth and handles the content and focuses on the root cause of diseases like this one. Definitely not one coming out of Trinidad, not one coming out of the Caribbean, and not one in the world that have gone into this depth and brought and show the connection between these multiple different things that contribute to diseases. All right? So I want to encourage people, Chetwayo Holistic Health Clinic, book all your consultation now. All right? Knowledge is power. Knowledge is true power.
All right. Well, Seth, thanks a lot, man. I can't wait for the book to come out. I want to get a copy of that myself. So how long before it comes out? What's the timeline?
Next week. We just had a little minor setback with the printing of the cover. The color using the cover and everything.
All right. Nice,
next week for sure.
Next week for sure. All right. No problem, my brother. All right, people, you can contact Seth and book that appointment today on 279-3935, or you could WhatsApp him on 761-1952. Seth, thanks a lot, man.
Thanks for having me.
All right.